You're in the grind now, knee-deep in the muck, and it feels like the whole world is stacked against you. Good. Welcome to the fight. That darkness you're feeling, that's where you get stronger. You don't get stronger when the sun's shining and everything's easy. You get stronger in the struggle when you're at your lowest, when the weight is too heavy, and your legs feel like they're about to give out. You keep going. You don't stop. You don't even slow down. You dig deep into that black hole inside you, the part of you that's got more fight than anyone knows. You face the pain head on, because pain is the fuel. Pain is what tells you you're still alive. The odds mean nothing. Look around. Nobody's coming to save you. Nobody cares about your excuses. So stop waiting for the world to give you a break. You make the break. You smash the walls in front of you until your hands bleed. And if your bones break, you crawl. It's not about winning. It's about surviving. It's about refusing to quit. And when everyone else folds, you stand tall. You stay in the fight. Even when your body wants to give up, when your mind starts whispering that maybe you've had enough, you stare that weakness in the eye and tell it, not today. Keep moving. Keep grinding. No matter how brutal it gets, you don't stop. You're built for this. And when the dust settles, when everyone else is broken and gone, you'll be the one left standing. Because you refuse to give up. And when you look around and see nothing but wreckage, your hands torn, body broken, mind exhausted, that's when you realize this is where most people quit. But you're not most people. You didn't come this far just to stop here. Hell no. This is the moment that separates the weak from the relentless, the ones who are content from the ones who demand more from life. This is where you redefine who you are. When you're staring into the abyss, that's when you find out.
Please take this short break from your video to support our channel by getting yourself merch. Enjoy the rest of the video.
What you're really made of. Most people turn back when the road gets too dark, when the pain becomes unbearable. They look for an exit. But you live for this. You breathe it. You thrive in it. Because this is your proving ground. It's not about talent. It's not about luck. Those are for the soft, for the ones waiting for the perfect conditions. This is about willpower. Pure, unbreakable will. The ability to keep moving forward when your body screams for rest, when your mind begs for mercy. That's what wins in the end. Not skill, not comfort, not convenience. Relentlessness. Don't wait for the finish line to get easier, because it never will. Every step will be harder than the last. The pain won't subside. It'll get sharper. The obstacles won't shrink. They'll get bigger. But you will keep moving. You will keep fighting. Because your mind is bulletproof. Your heart. It's a weapon that will not be disarmed by fear or doubt. So when the odds look impossible, when you're the last one standing in the middle of chaos, you smile. You smile because that's where you belong. In the fire. In the storm. That's your home. And when everyone else says it's over, you keep pushing. Not because you think you can make it, but because you refuse to accept anything less than absolute victory. You know that pain is temporary. But quitting lasts forever. So dig deep, embrace the grind, and keep going. No matter what the odds are, you will overcome. You'll outlast it all. Because that's what you were born for. This is what you were made to do. When you step into the battle, remember one thing. Nobody owes you anything. There's no reward for showing up. The world doesn't care if you're tired, if you've been beaten down, if you're bleeding from every step. You chose this. You chose to walk the hard road. And that means you've already accepted the consequences. There will be days when the weight on your shoulders feels like it's crushing you, and every inch forward feels like dragging a dead body. But understand this. You're not dragging a body. You're dragging the old version of yourself. The weak version. The one who used to make excuses. The one who'd look for an easy way out. You're killing that version of yourself every single step forward. And that's what this is about. This is the purge. You're stripping away everything soft, everything that holds you back, everything that whispers for you to stop. You don't listen to that voice. You can't. You've already burned the boats behind you. There's no retreat, only forward. Every moment you keep going, you're proving something. Not to anyone else, to yourself. The world doesn't get a say in how far you go. You do. You set the terms of your life. You set the standard. And the standard you've set, it's untouchable. It's non-negotiable. The odds? Forget the odds. People always want to talk about how the odds are against them. But let me tell you something. Odds are for the weak. The moment you start calculating your chances, you've already decided failure's an option. And we don't do that here. Failure's only real if you let it stop you. You think you're too broken? You think you've suffered too much already? Good. Because that's where you find out how far you can really go. When you're on the edge of breaking, that's when the real work begins. And most people will never reach that point because they fear the edge. But you live on that edge. The fear, the pain, the odds, they're not obstacles. They're fuel. They're pushing you forward because you've already accepted the suffering. You've already made the decision that no matter how much it hurts, no matter how dark it gets, you won't stop. So when you feel that darkness close in, when the pressure mounts, and it feels like you can't take one more step, that's when you dig deeper. Because if you can take one more step, you can take another. If you can survive one more second, you can survive another minute. That's how you win, 1 second at a time. And when you finally emerge from the battle, broken, bruised, and barely breathing, you'll know one thing for sure. You're unstoppable. You went further than anyone else would have dared. You stayed in the fight when everyone else gave up. And in that moment, when you're standing there alone, the last one still moving, you'll realize something. You were never fighting the odds. You were fighting yourself. And now, you've won. Now get back out there and go again. Because this fight never ends